coming up on 30 seconds to the 5. 30 seconds to the 5. Interesting note, because of this fight for lanes format, some of the times the drivers, they've been accusing the others of spooling up the boats a little early and jumping off the dock a little early to try and get off to the left and maybe get an inside shot on somebody. So a year ago, we came up with a new rule. You have to have a crew member with physical contact to the boat at the 5-minute mark. So the boat can be moving, but you got to be touching it.
It is a question that I had. Can you start it and hold it?
No.
Okay, so you literally cannot have it.
You can't sit in neutral. You can spool it up, and once it starts to spool and you engage, it's going. And so you got to kind of time that part. We are inside 5 minutes. I think it's about time for you and I to go for a walk here, Mr. Faust, and let's go get us a front row seat. We will crawl ourselves out there and be ready to go. It's Heat 1B of the 2025 H1 Unlimited APBA Gold Cup on the Columbia River. We're just getting started here with racing. Should be another good one here. Should be a dandy. Only got 3 boats, but they're all evenly matched. And we will have boats on the water. We do have boats on the water. The first boat away from the dock, the U12. That would be the 12. The Graham Trucking is away. You had the camera right there on the U11. The Flavor Pack, Jamie Nielsen, he is away from the dock now. I had to step off to the left there a little bit, do fist bump with my buddy Ben Dowell. He's happy to hear and see his boat away from the dock. Great shot there from the drone, just beautiful there of the U11 Flavor Pack, and we've been talking about it, Tanner, since we got to Gunnersville. This character, this Jamie Nielsen, does an amazing job of grabbing an inside lane. Let's see how he plays this. He definitely was not in any hurry whatsoever to get out on the race course, and he's trailing everybody going up the back chute.
Yes, he seems widely known as, in the conversations I've had with other teams and crew chiefs and even owners, as somebody who gets the most out of the boat that he's in. And, he's not in one of the high-dollar teams that maybe is spending quite as much per boat as some of the other teams, but he's certainly a guy that can maximize the boat that he's in and has the racecraft to get the job done.
A couple of guys going across the start-finish line here that grew up in, well, I shouldn't say grew up, but more recently, and by that I mean over the last 20 years, have done an awful lot of racing in Region 10, which is the Pacific Northwest of APBA. Look at the crowd there in the background up and down the banks here of the Columbia River. Keep an eye on Jamie Nielsen here. I got half a notion he's going to hang a left-hand turn because the other 2 boats going all the way down to the bottom. Jamie wants to take a left, or go ahead and go, Jamie, if you want. And there he goes.
Now he's got to stall this off to 1:15 if he's going to hold the inside from this maneuver, right?
You are exactly right. But the key to our longtime race fans here, and they know this one well, the dreaded 80-mile-per-hour rule is off the table. It used to be if you went below 80 miles an hour for a very short period of time, you were DSQ'd. We took that off the table. We know that's going to have some of these guys crawling up the backstretch like Jamie is right now, and that's okay. So great shot there as the drone rides along with Gunnar O'Farrell, and he looks out and looks to the front of him, and he sees the red and black of Jeff Bernard and the U12 to Graham Trucking. So it looks like Jeff will pull up here on the outside of Jamie Nielsen to the top end of the course. Again, looking at the clock, 1:50 till the start. They have to be behind the start-finish line at the 1:15 mark. And honestly, Tanner, it just didn't look like Jeff cared. I think he had to know that Jamie was going to jump across there and get to the inside. I think Jeff just said, fine, go ahead and do it. I think Jeff wants to run this in lane number 2. Now, let's see if he
beat the clock there.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. 1:15 is the mark. Jeff's getting close.
And he's crossed over.
He's going to be, he did. He jumped to the inside. Now, that's a legal maneuver. Now, the boats do have, great call. He did. He jumped over on Jamie Nielsen. He had to have 5 boat lengths to do that and to do it legally. Now, Jamie could still take it back, but Jamie has to have 5 boat, and he's got him, and he just did. Jamie put his foot in it and rode hard to the lower corner, and he made sure he had 5 boat lengths on Jeff Bernard, and then he moved to the left. Now we're inside 45 seconds. That was an interesting maneuver from where I'm sitting. It was a pretty interesting maneuver from Jeff Bernard's standpoint. He went ahead and grabbed the inside, but didn't protect it like I thought he might have.
Well, no love lost between these two. Certainly both of them are geared and ready and wanting the inside lane, so we'll see how this plays out. Jamie's going to be on the defensive from now to the start. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, and they established their lane right there, so the lane they are in, that's the lane they have to come down to the start. Oh, and I think they're going to be in good shape because it's about a 9-10 second run off the clock. Bernard might be really good on this one. Could be a good start. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and it's going to be a clean start from where we were sitting, Tanner, and it is Jeff Bernard in lane number 2 that's got the lead, but look at the speed from Gunnar O'Farrell on the outside.
Boy, Gunnar is just flying that boat incredibly high. Jamie a little bit on the inside, slow to spool up out of that last corner, and this is just treacherous as they hit their own rollers from the previous lap.
Boy, I tell you what, Jamie was really tight to the apex buoy, and you see the dividends being paid from that. Look at them, 3 wide off the corner. 1, 2, 3. You're seeing all 3 boats running up the back chute. Jamie is now pulling up alongside Jeff Bernard on the inside, but it is still Gunnar O'Farrell. But now here comes Jamie. He's closing on Gunnar. He's going to pull up alongside. We said this could be great racing, Tanner. It's another beauty.
Oh, the commitment to turn in between the lanes. Jeff stuck between 2 hallways of water at 150 miles an hour. Just the commitment and almost boat to boat there between Gunnar and Jeff on the way out of that turn.
Here we come to put 1 of 4 in the books, and it's almost a dead heat, but it's still Gunnar O'Farrell by a half a boat length as they come across. Gunnar's driving the daylights out of that Spirit of America. He's got the lead, but he's on the far outside, but he's also got a lot of water to work with out there, Tanner.
Boy, Jeff just making sure that Jamie Nielsen on the inside knows that he better hug the inside lane, because Jeff has given him just exactly 1 lane wide coming into turn 1.
Here we come off the corner again and looking from the start-finish line across at the 2 boats that we see, and you're looking right now at the same view I have over the top of my monitor, but in between those boats is Jeff Bernard and the U-12, the Graham Trucking. This is an outstanding race up the backstretch, side-by-side racing. And at the top end of the course, it's still Gunnar. Now you get a look in there at Bernard. Gunnar has found a good line on the outside. Tanner, he tested in an outside lane all week, and it's paying dividends for him.
It sure is. Jeff still has been in that hallway. He's made a little grounds on Gunnar here coming into the final lap, but Jamie now stretched his lead, doing an incredible job staying on the buoys and shortening the course on the inside lane.
He is doing a great job. Gunnar O'Farrell is showing me a lot of boat speed, and look at this. Still 2 more to go. This is lap 3. Remember, we go 4 times around, and you called it perfectly on Jeff Bernard. He's driving in the hallway, and that hallway's getting deep. He's getting caught back there. This is not a good spot for Bernard right now.
Yeah, he's catching spray from Jamie on the inside lane, and he almost looked like he had to back out of it a little bit there in turn 1. And Jamie now has got a little bit of clean air as he's stretching his lead.
Now, what this is going to allow to happen if Gunnar wants it, now Gunnar can move to the left, and he can move closer. I don't know if he's going to close the door on Jeff. I think he's certainly got enough overlap to do that, but the boat seems to be running very, very well on the outside. But it is still Jamie Nielsen, Miss Flavor Pack. Nice line through the top end of the course, and he is, you are right, Tanner, he is opening up water. I'm going to step out here and check, just make sure the white flag flies. 1 to go.
Yeah, Jeff in that red.
Oh!
Boy, big float from Jamie over the start-finish line. I mean, the water just gets rougher and rougher every lap. That's one thing you don't account for, is that the racetrack is just deteriorating as they stay out there. But Jamie doing a great job of still keeping that inside. Unreal how much speed Gunnar is committing to, especially after his last stay on this water turned into tears, unfortunately.
Absolutely. Now be careful, Gunnar. You got second place wrapped up. He's still got his sights on Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Flavor Pack. But I think this one pretty much has got the shouting over. I think he's going to run out of real estate. But I'll tell you what, Gunnar O'Farrell's a gamer up the backstretch. He doesn't want to let him go, Tanner.
No, he does have a higher top speed on that treacherous backstretch right there. Jamie just needs to hold his line on the inside one more time, make his way to the checkered, and Jeff looks like he's understands where his position is and just going to take his 3rd place there in the red boat.
Here comes Jamie Nielsen. He's going to come down and pick up a 1st place finish in our Heat 1B, 400 points in the Miss Flavor Pack. Then the Spirit of America, Gunnar O'Farrell with a great run on that one. It was outstanding. And Jeff Bernard, as you call it, he just got in a tough spot. Once he fell back a little bit in the hallway, he was in deep trouble.
Boy, you've watched vintage boats, they give each other so much space, and then you get into the unlimiteds, and the hallway is narrow.
The gloves come off.
Oh, he turns in there, and it's like it's like driving through concrete wall. So it's two really incredible races, first and second within a rooster tail both times, not really being able to call it until basically the last lap. It's awesome stuff. We should do these heats like this more often, where they pair up to the boats that they're closest to in qualifying. It makes for good racing.
I think we have a new advocate for the fan plan right here. So I'm going to ask you something about that. I'm going to lead you down a path here, and I'm not going to give you really a way to go out. Do you know what the average speed of Corey Peabody was in the first heat?
No.
I don't either. Do you know what it was right there for Jamie Nielsen?
No.
I don't either. Do you care?
No.
No, it was side-by-side boat racing. As you could tell, it takes me a couple of minutes to come down. That really gets me charged. I always say just hook a couple of them up and let's go.
I know. I thought you were going to jump in the water there at the end.
It was exciting. That was good. So, H1 Unlimited Hydroplane Racing fans, I hope you like that, because I got really good news for you. We got lots more to come. We still have Heat 2A and 2B to come this afternoon. And then tomorrow we're going to do 3A and B, 4A and B. And then we're going to haul that big trophy out and go 5 times around in a winner-take-all. Going to be fun.